Hello, this is your captain speaking, and welcome back to Life, the Universe, and Everything, your daily stream of consciousness resource. My name is Wonka.
My name is Matt, or Iceman.
And I'm Matt too.
You can be Matt.
Yes, and cool.
Talking about Hong Kong.
Yeah, Hong Kong and the pro-democracy protests are happening there.
Yeah.
So let's get our bias out of the way.
I just enchanted a pickaxe.
What biases?
I'm from Hong Kong, actually. Lived there my entire life. I'm still living there. What? Yeah.
This is a pretty serious one, so we'll try not to make too many jokes at the expense of people who are getting poisoned by tear gas and beat up by the triads. That would be...
That is true.
Great. But yeah, personal biases. I happen to quite like democracy.
No, I hate it.
Anyway, so for those of you who haven't been following the situation, like someone I could mention.
Not me.
Matt.
Not me. It's you.
By the way, guys, I got an Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 4 Silk Touch pickaxe.
Nice.
A Silk Touch. Wait, can I go get some packed ice with it?
Where's packed ice?
Yeah, I found some packed ice.
You can have it, but I'm gonna follow you.
Okay.
I want to see the packed ice.
Oh, it's both.
Here, you can use that for
point
now.
at one time.
Oh, actually, I gotta unload my inventory.
Yeah,
Do we
me too.
even have a wheat farm? Are you guys that unproductive in terms of food?
No, I've just been killing cows.
No, don't kill them. I need them.
But so do I.
Okay, we really need to start on the storage. After we go see the packed ice, let's build a storage room.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not following the right person, am I?
No, you're not.
Anyway, so what's been happening is Hong Kong's got a set of elections for their leader in 2017, and China has announced that they have to basically vet each of the candidates. They should be able to say who's allowed to stand and who isn't, which basically just ensures that, you know, whoever does get chosen is essentially going to be a supporter of the Chinese government.
Yeah.
Hong Kong's a bit of a unique political situation. Used to be owned by the British, given to the Chinese government in the 1990s, but under the agreements that for the next 50 years, it will be allowed more freedoms and more rights than the rest of the country, including democratic elections. So people don't like the fact that China's getting to choose who their next democratically elected quote-unquote leader is going to be. So they've been staging protests over the last few days. And over the last week or so, in fact.
I was going to say, yeah, it's been more than a couple days.
Yeah.
This one's okay.
It does, actually.
Well, that's very interesting. Thank you.
Hey, I typed it so that it wouldn't throw you off.
It totally threw me off. I don't see it, right? So, I mean...
No, well.
Anyways, so do you know how it started, Wonko?
I think it started just a protest by a group of students.
Yeah, it was youth protesters, and everyone's kind of rallied up behind them. Not only because they agree with the cause, but also because the violent protesting, it's the violence against the protesters who are just peaceful protesting. It's really got a lot of support from the older generations for the younger generations because they want a better world for the next generation. So at least that's what I've read off of multiple articles. Just
that's a point too about the violence. So after these protests have been going on a few days, and obviously the government and the Hong Kong government and the Chinese government have been condemning their actions, obviously, there was a group of people who attacked some of the protesters, and they are confirmed to have triad links, and they're suspected to have been employed or sent to do that by the government themselves, but the government, of course, denying that. Bit of a conspiracy. Where did you go?
Over here.
There you are.
Over here.
I don't think he's a dog. I don't think he can whistle. But yeah, so Matt, you're really bad.
Unfortunately, the actions of the government, they've pretty much demanded that all facilities are going to open and the protests are going to be over by Monday. But the protests are the largest they have been throughout this entire thing. So this video is obviously going to come up after Monday, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. Unfortunately, the actions that have been undertaken by the Chinese government are very similar to those taken by the Chinese government in the lead up to the incident at Tiananmen Square, which did not end very well for any of the parties involved. So there's quite a bit of concern there that, oh wow, there is packed ice.
I wasn't lying.
What's
Oh my-
packed
I've-
ice?
This ice shard biome, it's a tiny one, but I haven't seen one before.
You guys don't mind if I do landscaping, right?
No, packed ice is basically like regular ice, except it's not transparent.
Oh.
And it doesn't melt, I don't think.
No, I won't use this pickaxe on it because that wouldn't do anything.
No, it won't. That's why I need your silk touch. I already tested with that one.
Right, it does break it very fast though.
It does. It's that satisfying, like, glass breaking sound.
So,
Yeah,
where do you, like... Do you think that the extent to their... I'm trying to figure out a way to word this.
We'll give you time, don't worry.
Continue, and then I'll come back with the question. And,
So yeah, packed ice.
not that discussion. Did you guys pay attention to the largest rally that they had? I think yesterday, was it?
I
The largest
haven't
rally
seen
so
news
far.
this morning.
It was. It was like, I think something like tens of thousands of people gathered or something for the protest. I can't remember. I read the article earlier this morning and been doing a lot
Right.
of stuff today.
Do you think it's going to escalate to the same level as Tiananmen Square did? Just in your opinion?
Honestly, well,
'Cause-
I don't know if they want to take it to that point of violence though, because it is a black mark in their history of that being there, and it's
And yeah, unlike mainland China, Hong Kong's a different case. I mean, first of all, it's one of the largest seaports in the world, so there's a huge amount of international interest there, not just from Britain, who used to own the thing and who has a vested interest in its safety, but also in, you know, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, all those countries in the South Pacific who make lots of money with trading with China. In addition, you know, that sort of an environment is much harder to suppress information in, like as the Chinese government did with Tiananmen Square.
Mm.
But I don't know if they really want it to escalate to that level, but who knows really at this point.
I know the citizens don't want it like that, but if they don't get their way, it's true. Are you just gonna let that happen? Like, are you not gonna take a stand and try and fight for not only what's right in terms of your rights, basically, but are you just gonna let them like close the issue, just being like, no, you can't protest anymore?
Yeah, who really knows? It's a bit hard to tell at the moment how it's going to turn out.
Well, it's a peaceful protest, other than the violence that's breaking out through riots and things. So,
And there have been a few clashes between civilians and people guarding government buildings, I think.
yeah.
So it does have the potential to turn violent on both sides.
I mean, it's gonna be something where you have to just wait and see. I don't want it to escalate. I don't think anyone wants it to escalate to the point where it's all out violence and people are being shot at, killed even. Like, you don't want to see that ever,
No.
especially for something where they're trying to fight for their right to basically have who they want in government. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I probably don't think it's a good idea to start philosophizing about what ifs too much in this case.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be a pretty poor move on the government's part to just close it, especially if it's gaining popularity. I know they're going to try and do that, but it's not really smart of them to do. Just be like, well, you're getting too much support. I'm gonna close that. You can't expect there not to be riots over that.
Yeah, very different worldviews are coming into play there. But yeah,
I also
I think-
heard that sorry, continue.
No, after you.
I've also heard that Canada has a little bit of a say in this in terms of what happens. There's been like a couple articles I've read where it's been like Canada can actually help decide the fate, and other countries as well, but Canada specifically I've seen come up a couple times just because there's different alliances and whatnot between trades and everything. So
I did not know that. How much oil does Canada export to China?
you want me to look it up?
Probably some.
Yeah, that might be useful.
Well, it's a
Export.
big place, so probably quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't know how much of it though, because yeah, with various price cuts and taxes, it's getting into this stupid situation where the best way for everyone to sell oil is for Saudi Arabia to sell it to the US and for Canada to sell it to China, which weird, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sorry, I'm just waiting for the statistic now.
I'm just like in 1997. I'm just quickly reading it. They were our fourth biggest trading partner, and now they're our fourth. So that's already a huge increase.
What did you say they were in 1997?
Our fourth largest.
And what are they now?
Second.
Second.
Right behind the U.S.
Wow.
So I mean,
Guess it's not that surprising, but
I don't think you could get above the U.S., especially in terms of exporting, because they're right underneath. Like, that you'd have to export more to another country than the U.S. That would really
do
set
do
the
any two countries share a longer land border than Canada and the US?
The top of my head, say no, but I don't know too much about geography.
Right. Well, that's all I really got to say about anything in this situation. Anyone
What-
else?
What about you,
Same.
Matt? Really, Matt? Nothing.
No, so I agree with all those points made. Ow!
Ow. Okay.
Creeper.
So yeah, I suppose see you all next time.
Bye!
Bye.